Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Though he seems to be over it, Jack teases that he's had some difficulty trusting Diane and her remodeling. Although she is aware that it has been difficult for him, the outcome will be worthwhile. I will not disappoint you. She is aware that he is not informing her about something else that is bothering him. Jack tells her he's all right. As they get up to go, Jack says he will sign some paperwork with Billy. Since he hasn't received any information recently, he is eager to learn more. Diane Jack YNR. Holden is accused by Damian. Nate goes to the jazz club with Holden and Damian. Holden is informed by Damian that false information regarding his association with Aristotle Dumas is being circulated. Whoever it is wants Lily to think I'm unreliable. You wouldn't have any knowledge of it, would you, Holden? Holden queries whether he's implying that he's disseminating false information. Why would I take any action to harm your reputation? Perhaps, Damian explains, because he is angry that their lives were completely upended when they arrived in Genoa City. If Holden felt that way, he would let him know. Holden asks why he no longer has faith in him. He formerly valued his friendship and his opinion. He suddenly stops talking to him and accuses him. Dude, you're unique. I can only think of one possible explanation for that. Nate, are you responsible for this? Nate queries why he would find their friendship problematic. Holden believes it stems from his history with Audra. That's the past, according to Nate. Holden is told to back off by Damian. Holden gripes that Damian has changed once more. He's missing the point, according to Nate. It's obvious that someone is giving Lily false information about Damian. Why don't you question her, says Holden. Nice idea, Nate says, taking out his phone. Holden is asked by Damian whether he did not tell Lily the lies and if he knows who did. Who would be interested in his boss? Nate Damian Holden YNR. Chloe gives Sally advice. Chloe asks Sally how Billy and she are getting along at Crimson Lights. According to Sally, they get along well and everything is going well. What did he do now? Chloe wonders. With a sigh, Sally informs her that Billy is adamant on cooperating with Phyllis in spite of all of her warnings. Chloe concurs that there is cause for alarm. She talks in hushed tones about the time she had Kevin assist her in moving a body. Sally isn't even interested in finding out. Chloe inquires as to whether she believes she is attempting to court Billy. That doesn't worry Sally. She simply believed that he was letting go of his anger and concentrating on his new business. Although Phyllis hasn't taken any direct action, it seems that a dubious bargain is being offered to him, and she doesn't think Phyllis is a positive influence. She wishes he would decide without consulting her. He was wise enough, Chloe believed, to keep Phyllis out of his inner circle. For the benefit of Billy and his business, she concludes that Sally must permanently remove Phyllis from Billy's sphere of influence. Chloe believes that Sally is the one who can force Phyllis to leave the picture. The redhead queries whether Chloe is advising her to go back to her previous behavior. Chloe claims that Phyllis is a ticking time bomb that must be stopped before she destroys Billy's company. Sally refuses to be like her. Chloe believes that in order for Billy to see that he is making a mistake, she simply needs to give her enough rope, a shove in the wrong direction. Sally isn't prepared to act in that manner. What happens if it explodes in my face? Chloe advises him to simply exercise caution. Sally makes the decision that she is no longer that lady. I had that in the past. When Phyllis takes her man down a cliff, Chloe thinks it's okay but cautions her not to complain. Billy and Lily exchange information. Billy asks Phyllis how she's doing when he joins her at society. He informs her that they may both benefit from the agreement with Dumas. According to Phyllis, her investigation into Dumas had no results. A big hefty zero. How can someone so rich manage to go unnoticed? Billy believes that money may purchase anonymity. It can also conceal crimes, according to Phyllis. He wants to be associated with this guy, but why? She requests that he reveal the secret he vowed to protect in order to demonstrate that Dumas is on the same level. Billy disputes that he has a secret. He already stated that he was, she reminded him. Billy desires her trust. He has asked Dumas to keep some parts of his business private. Phyllis fears that he may become so engrossed in this that he will become distracted from Abbott communications. The only thing they need is Jack's support. She reminds him that she and her son also need this. Has she told Daniel? Billy wonders. Phyllis wanted to dissuade him from doing it. Billy contends that this would immediately turn them into a dominant force. Phyllis concurs that while it may sound fantastic from a business perspective, it might backfire and cost a lot of money. Billy will make sure that doesn't occur. Phyllis fears that everything could fall apart because of his relationship with Dumas. If Billy doesn't like what he sees, he will leave after sitting down and looking him in the eyes. He's too desperate for that to be true, Phyllis fears. Lily shows up. She questions why she keeps hearing the name of this guy everywhere after hearing them reference Dumas. Are you also considering him? Billy inquires as to Lily's relationship with Dumas. He cannot turn this back on Lily. She butted in on their chat while listening, as Phyllis points out. Billy proposes that they exchange details regarding the mogul. Lily is told by Phyllis, "You go first." Lily informs them that Nate has learned that Damian Kane, his half-brother, is employed by Dumas. Billy informs her that Dumas wanted to know how he lost the chancellor position and congratulated him on Abbott communications. Lily didn't interact with him at Chancellor, and Damian doesn't believe he has met him in person either. They discuss how the Count of Monte Cristo is related. It's strange that Dumas is suddenly interested in Genoa City companies. Phyllis observes that Billy failed to inform Lily that Dumas had offered to retrieve Chancellor for him as Lily leaves with her takeout. She is reminded by Billy that Lily planned to steal the business from him. However, she did provide some fascinating facts. According to Phyllis, this man is everywhere but secretive. They must keep their distance from him. Billy is more committed to finding the truth. Lily places Damian in the right position. Holden implies that Lily is fabricating things in order to plant doubt in the jazz lounge. According to Nate, she would never engage in such activities. She's a straight shooter, Damian agrees. So, who's feeding her all this garbage, asks Holden. Damian claims that although he has never met the man, Nate hinted that it might be Victor Newman. As Damian wonders why he would go to such lengths to undermine his reputation and his relationship with Nate and his family, Lily shows up and approaches them. You told him about Victor? Lily asks Nate. Lily Nate Holden, Damian YNR. Nate told Amy and Damian that he thought Victor was her source. Lily is furious because she would have told them herself if she had wanted them to know. According to Damian, that is untrue. Why would Victor lie? Lily asks. Why would he do it? Nate notes that he is unreliable. Lily claims he is providing her with this knowledge in order to make things right. Nate gives an incredulous shake of his head. What proof does he have? Asks Damian. According to Lily, he has a trustworthy source who stands by their findings. All they have is Damian's word. She believes Nate should be concerned about this. Lily YNR Nate. Lily and Nate are being asked to believe Damian. According to Nate, he's made things difficult. According to Damian, he made it difficult. He requested that he come to town, but the disclosures about him and his mother caught him off guard. Following his fictitious employment offer, he asked Dumas to investigate Winters. Before that, he had no motive to investigate his company. Holden supports him. Lily laughs, that's correct. What has he done to cause her to be so doubtful? Damian asks. He sent Holden to pretend to be him, she claims. Damian notes that he was duped from the beginning. In addition to his mother's health, he had to deal with the fact that he had never met his biological father and that he had a brother he didn't know. It was a lot, Lily admits. Damian queries their strong belief that he is the villain. Can he persuade them otherwise in any way? Well, there is one thing you could do, Lily replies. He is asked by Lily to be honest with them about his relationship with Dumas. Damian queries whether she truly thinks he will undermine his boss' trust. He chose to remain in the background, not the other way around. You asked what would make us believe you, Lily shrugs. Tell us more about your enigmatic employer. No, I can't divulge information that he trusted me with, Damian responds. Lily questions, what is his goal in Genoa City if you want us to think that your concern for our family is innocent? Tell us what he truly desires. Damian Lily YNR. Jack alerts Billy. When Jack gets to Billy's residence, they settle down to discuss business. Billy shares with his brother how important this is to him. How are things going? Asks Jack. Billy claims that everything is prepared for takeoff, however some of it depends on another chance he gets. Aristotle Dumas, are you familiar with him? Jack remembers him as a shadowy businessman who emerged in the last 5 years or so and prefers to remain hidden. According to Billy, he made me an incredible offer. Do they have a history? Jack wonders. Billy doesn't believe that. However, he appears to be one of his biggest admirers and sincerely wants to support him. With what? Jack asks. He wants to help him make amends for what happened to him at Chancellor, Billy says. Jack is hoping he doesn't believe that. He really doesn't need this kind of temptation. Billy inquires as to whether Jack is reconsidering. Jack denies that he is reconsidering. All he needs to know is that Abbott Communications is Billy's primary concern. Billy claims that all of his experiences have equipped him for this time. He believes he is capable of competing with the best of them. I'm all in. That's exactly what Jack wanted to hear, he says. He trusts him and is proud of him. Jack says he's going to show him how much, and he takes out the documents. There, he says, signing. Just as we spoke about. Billy expresses gratitude to his brother. I'll admit that this Dumas thing confused me. Given his ties to Lily's family, he is even more suspicious. Jack objects and says there might be problems. Billy notices that the red lights are flashing, but he has no idea who this man is or why he is approaching so many individuals in this town. Jack Billy YNR. Sally is surprised by Phyllis. Chloe cautions Sally at Crimson Lights about taking Billy too slowly, particularly with Phyllis involved. Sally really detests having to work with Billy. At that moment, Phyllis enters. She requests to talk with Sally. After asking Sally to think about her suggestion, Chloe departs. Sally inquires as to why Phyllis wishes to speak with her. I need your help, please, says Phyllis. Alongside Billy. Sally and Phyllis go to the patio. Sally must have heard about this Aristotle Dumas contacting Billy, according to Phyllis. Sally says that she has. Because he is so covert, Phyllis believes he is dangerous and gets away with a lot. Billy needs to be concentrating hard on Abbott Communications at the moment and projecting a positive image. Sally must concur. Phyllis believes that Sally is the best person to convince Billy not to make a deal with Dumas. Billy is capable of making his own business judgments, Sally informs Phyllis. Phyllis believes she has more power than she actually does. Sally contends that she has no right to become involved. Phyllis is merely stating that she might persuade him to adopt a different viewpoint. Sally has faith that Billy would consider all options before making a choice. It surprises Phyllis that this doesn't annoy her. He is risking everything because he was so thrilled about Abbott Communications. Sally claims she has no idea what his goals are, but Phyllis responds that she does. He would stop at nothing to exact revenge on Victor and his mother. Sally believes Phyllis should have the same faith in Billy's vision. Don't you see what's happening? Asks Phyllis. Don't you find it a little troubling that Dumas might be playing tricks on Billy and trying to take advantage of his sentiments of wrath and revenge? He might lose everything as a result. Are you certain this isn't about me? Sally says. Phyllis acknowledges that she wants Abbott Communications to be successful for both herself and Billy. She says that in order to keep Abbott Communications and Billy safe, they must put aside their disagreements.